The Breakfast Flakes podcast brought to you by the Blue Cat Bar and Grill, next to the Roadside Event Center in Huntley. The Blue Cat, it's where it's at.
524, Mark and Paul checking in, getting things printed and ready for the week. It's our big week. It's Flakesgiving week. And last couple of weeks, somebody posted something a couple of weeks ago, and that started the phones ringing and people wondering about how to get a meal. And if you listen to the radio station, it's easy. And that's what we're all about this week, be covering that. One of the things I enjoy about this week is for donations, we'll play anything you want to hear. That has made us a lot of money through the years. And it looks like the weather is on our side. We start watching this as far out as the little things will appear on our phones. I say we've lost some forecasted degrees from yesterday to today on Friday, because yesterday they had Friday at 44, now it's at 34, and Saturday at 37, and of course that'll change during the week, but no snow, and that's big for us.
Yeah. Had snow Saturday. Woke up Saturday morning, it was white, had snow, and good moisture in that. Probably not cold enough in Billings to get snow, but
no.
Yeah.
Got a little moisture, but no snow. But I see that I don't know if they're new this year. I just haven't seen them before. Red Lodge has got some trail cams, and they got some snow, and they're making snow. They're going to try and open next week if they can get her done.
Friday, I think they were going to try to open day after Thanksgiving. That's usually their traditional opening. Mm-hmm.
And they go through April 15th, and then the best snow of the entire year is April 15th through the 30th.
As long as they open my favorite run, Miami Beach, I was in good shape. Man, I own that run, Wilson.
Were you that one's daddy as well?
Oh, yeah. People were passing me on there and said, hey, slow down. So, yeah, as long as we don't get any snow on Friday when we're putting the boxes together. Even Saturday, it's okay because everything's inside. But Friday's a day that we put things together, and we got a $60,000 grocery bill we got to pay for this week. So hopefully people can come through, and depending on how well we do, enables us to continue work through our foundation. So it's a big week for us. And so far today, we've had no donations. Mm-hmm. So we're not on pace to break any records yet this morning.
Right.
Still early. And the address is Box 1276 Billings, 59103. You can send them in, make them out to the Flakesgiving Fund, F-U-N-D. And
there's $50 from Mark Williamson.
Oh, nice.
Who will not be there helping this year for the first time.
Yeah, he was on top of Turkey Mountain last year again.
Every year.
Yeah, and
but he's on a little book tour. His wife is an author, and they're going to be somewhere trying to sell some books. I told him we let him slide for 1 year.
Yeah. Had some requests last week from some schools. I got back to them. We returned some messages, let them know about the event. They bring up some kids, and it's good for them. They do their volunteer work and fill that void that they have, and which works well.
I realize there's a lot of people that aren't on the internet, but I was looking at the Cat Country website this morning, and there's numerous articles about Flakesgiving and what you can do to help for donations, how to get one delivered, the rules for that.
Yeah, we had some people send in some checks that knew of someone that needed one, and they send that address in, and it accompanies their check. And you help out, and you know someone that needs one, you get put on there for deliveries. We'll make probably 400 to 450. We keep it about that every year, and we have a big drivers meeting on Saturday morning. Tell everybody how to do things, and.
Message from Jamie. I will be donating $47 times 4 for the 4 years with Trump.
Oh, there you go. Like that. We've made adjustments, too, to the menu over the years, putting in different stuff and trying to get the most bang for the buck. And we've always added, a few years ago, I don't know how many years ago, just time goes so fast, but we added a couple boxes of macaroni and cheese in there because it's cheap food for kids. We do not have the ingredients in there for green bean casserole. Oh my God. Yes, here we go again, folks. Getting to that time of year. Yeah, I wrote a hate mail article on it last year. People swear by it. And you've never had it the way I've cooked it. I know. Everybody cooks it the same. It's all the same.
You can't make it look any different.
Mark, you can't.
No.
I could eat it in Rhode Island, or I could eat it in Oregon, and it would taste the same.
Is this the shoestring onions on top of this? Oh my God, I've never thought of that.
Right, with cream of crab soup in it and green beans. Oh, Oh, God, I hate that. Plus, most people used canned green beans.
Right.
And they are gross. Canned green beans are the worst. Not like fresh green beans that are different. Mm-hmm. They're canned. Oh, I love that stuff. Oh,
Every kid in America on the way to grandma's house for the big meal.
Right.
Oh, I hope we got green bean casserole.
Every year, Mark, that's on their wish list. Yep, not pecan pie, nothing like that. Sweet potatoes with marshmallows. Nope, green bean casserole. Oh, God, my dad loved that crap. It was just an old basic favorite. Mm-hmm. And
well, cheap food that goes a long way, just like you were saying with mac and cheese.
That's right.
Because if you grew up in a house like my house, you're taking a spoonful, whether you want it or not.
Well, they cooked it, so you feel obligated. That's why we put corn in there instead of green beans.
Right.
I can taste it already. Can't you? You know, green bean casserole. I don't know why I get so wound up about green bean casserole, but green bean casserole is something, folks. You don't have to eat green bean casserole for 10 years. You could go to Europe, serve in the Foreign Legion, go to war, and come back, and you still know what green bean casserole tastes like. Mm-hmm. I can still taste it right now like I just took a spoonful 10 minutes ago. Yeah. You know what it tastes like. Stuffing mix, everybody has their own stuffing mix and recipes and stuff, and it tastes a little different here and there, and people, add stuff. My wife used to add apples in it and stuff. It was really good. But green bean casserole? So the whole point of the story is, folks, we don't put green beans in the box.
And you are listening to the entire board of Flakesgiving.
Yes, you are.
That's why it runs seamlessly. Decisions get made quickly.
Any questions, any complaints, any suggestions on how we do things can all be made here, and you will get an answer almost immediately. Unlike Northwest Energy. I have been trying to pay my Northwest Energy power bill, Wilson, for now 2.5 months, and I can't get it paid.
Really?
They got a new system in, and I've always paid, I was paying online, and then they decided that people need to change their passwords. The system won't let me change my password. So a month ago, I called, and I said, it won't let me change my password. The lady at Northwest Energy said, yeah, I know, we've been having some problems with it. You want me to walk you through it? No. I said, I'll just set up automatic paying. So I don't have to do it. Okay, that's fine. I used the same account that I've been using for 40 years on my Northwest Energy account. 40 years. I've never been late on a payment for anything. I get home Friday and I open the mail up and I got three different Northwest Energy meters and I got 3 envelopes. I said, this will be good. And I read there, your automatic payment has not been made. We can't make it because this account does not exist. I said, here's one for you. My account exists. I've been paying you out of that account for 40 years. Nope, doesn't exist. So now I got to get back on the phone today with Northwest Energy, try to get that fixed. I talked to somebody else. They said they had the same problem. It wouldn't let them fix their password. I'm using the form. You got to have 1 capital, 3 numbers, 1 asterisk, 2 exclamation points, at least 8 to 15. All that. I tried 17 different. Nope, wouldn't let me do it. I'm trying to pay them and they won't take my money. Change password. So I got to do that today. Try to get that straightened out. And I don't like that because I've never missed a bill or a payment on anything. Mm-hmm. I've just been that way my whole life. Never. Right. And but now, as I'm later in life, now I'm having problems with the threat of my power being turned off because they can't get into my account. Same account, same number, same routing number, same everything. So I got to do that today. Hey, many passwords. Who'd ever thought?
No, message here from Arthur. Paul's feelings about that delicious casserole is how I feel about pecan pie.
Oh, yeah. See, same thing. Some people don't like. Some people say pecan. Some people say pecan. Some people say pecan. That's another one of those words that I like it. I don't think there's any pies I don't like, to be honest with you. So,
well,
but we don't put things in the boxes for dessert.
No. But you know who you are? I don't care. I don't care where we go.
That's right.
And when we go, you want to have the special? I don't care.
That's right. That's right.
Paul has never come in here and said, oh, my God, we got drugged to some restaurant and I didn't want to go. I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll find something. But we put in all the, most of the turkeys were closer to 15 pounds last year, and 10 pounds of potatoes. Right there's 25 pounds for the food. And but we don't put in dessert or anything like that. You can handle that. We're trying to feed the families here. And
going way back, we did have a connection with a lady that worked for McDonald's.
Kate Johnson.
She was awesome. And we put those little apple pies. Was it 6 of them or 4 of them?
I can't remember how many 4, I think. 4 in a box.
Yeah, 4 in a box. But that was a nice donation.
Well, and they never made it home.
I would guess you're right.
Those never made it home. Those were eaten.
It's fun all month at the Blue Cat Bar and Grill and Roadside Events Center. This Saturday, it's Glow Bingo with DJ Dave Austin, lights, music, and big prizes. Sunday, November 24th, more bingo action along with a cozy bread bowl with homemade soup. On Monday, the 25th, it's country music trivia. And on Friday, the 29th, grab a tag off the tree to help spread joy to children in Huntley Project. Plus, don't miss prime rib Saturdays and sushi and sliders Sunday nights. Take the short drive to Huntley, the Blue Cat, just 9 miles east of the Metro Park exit.
It's interesting. I saw a thing over the weekend, and they're talking about Robert Kennedy Jr. being Health and Human Service Secretary, and they had a bunch of health experts on there and stuff, and a lot of them were talking about what I have been preaching for so many years about how the entire food stamp or SNAP program has to be realigned because we're killing these people, letting them buy this food with the SNAP cards.
And it was never, when it was set up, it was never meant to be like it is now.
And then they were talking about incentives. We got to get people to eat healthier. They said by 2035 that 260 million Americans are going to be obese, 75% of our population.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. And we're doing it, and we're feeding them that. And I came up with that many, many moons ago about because we can use barcodes and they were trying to figure out ways to incentivize people to live healthy and do things. And I'm yelling at the TV, hey, call me, tax deductible for everything healthy and gym equipment and memberships and using trails and things. I'm just bicycles. I'm yelling at, but they're getting there. But they understand they have to do something. And it's awful among our kids. 1/3 of our kids are obese now. 1/3, folks. They can't get into the Army. It's crazy. And but I was glad to see it. So we put in turkey, and we put in potatoes, and we put in vegetables, and we put in the stuffing mix, and gravy mix, and
all the rolls from Franz, which they donate every year.
That's right. Rolls.
Mm-hmm.
We quit the celery because that was a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
And it was getting too expensive anyway.
Right.
Besides, somebody takes a dump on the celery out in the fields in California, and then everybody gets E. coli, and we don't want that. Well, I'm not kidding you. That happened. Did you see the latest? Carrots. Dozens sickened. One person died after eating carrots contained with E. coli. Oh, yeah. Right out there in the carrot fields. Well, how in the hell else? 39 people, 15 hospitalized, eating organic whole and baby carrots sold by Grimway Farms. The company has recalled the carrots. I like the baby carrots a lot better than the bigger carrots. Anyway, they're sweeter.
Right.
I just like them.
I use those with my crock pot roast. They're awesome.
15 people hospitalized in 18 different states. They fall under the brand names of 365, Cal Organic, Nature's Promise, Trader Joe's, Wegmans, among others. They're no longer in stores. They took them out. New York, Minnesota, Washington, California, and Oregon. See, it's a West Coast thing. These things are coming out of the ground. California. September 11th through November 12th, according to the FDA. Severe stomach cramps, diarrhea, often bloody, vomiting. But there you go. So we don't put carrots in there either. No carrot casserole, no carrot cake, no green bean casserole. McDonald's, they had that E. coli thing with their onions,
right?
Their slivered onions. McDonald's is going to spend $100 million to bring their customers back after the E. coli outbreak. They found out it was from the slivered onions in their quarter pounders. Colorado reported 30 cases. Montana had 19. Nebraska 13. And New Mexico 10. $65 million is going to go directly to the hardest hit franchises from Taylor Farms in California. California again. in the onions. Colorado really got hit. There's no longer a food safety concern at their McDonald's restaurants, but the outbreak hurt the company's sales. We've all seen that. Remember the Outback Steakhouse deal was, and many, many years ago, remember the Butler's Chicken thing?
Yeah.
And we got on that, and we had the owner called us. He was madder than hell, but, hey, you got to tell the public.
Right.
The public has to know those kind of things. I remember that. He was madder than hell. Quarter pounders were removed. McDonald's identified the supplier to some 900 different restaurants, and but they're going to pump a bump of money in to try to get people back to McDonald's again. And cheap food does it, but we'll see. Our turkeys are frozen. They're hard as a rock. Mm-hmm. So I think the Hutterites are going to be out at up on Broadwater. Is it this week maybe or next week? I can't remember. Next week, I think, with all their fresh turkeys. But they got great turkeys. By the way, the cost of our meals this year are $38. We're down a couple bucks. And in fact, I got something on that. 2 weeks away, Walmart, Target, other grocery stores competing for a place on your holiday table. I went to Target Friday. I really like that store. Wide open aisles, bright, clean.
Always clean.
A few other things that I like about it that I won't tell you. But I had to get some thank you cards. We were out of thank you cards, and I know the station won't spring for them, so I bought a bunch of thank you cards over there because I send thank you cards to our donors that are so generous. It's the least I can do. Walmart, Target, and everybody trying to help out Americans who haven't recovered from recent food price inflation. Walmart's the nation's largest food retailer. They bundled the makings of a traditional turkey feast into a meal deal 3 years ago. This year, holy crap, their 29-item offer, 29, they got 29 items they put in there, which includes a frozen turkey, and the ingredients for side dishes cost less than $55. It's intended to serve 8. That's what ours is. 7 to 10 people. Ours will serve 7 to 10. That calculates to less than $7 a person, according to Walmart. Last year's bundles had different items. Walmart said the total price of this year's products was 3.5% lower than it was a year ago. And one of the reasons this year, because turkey prices were cheaper. Target's version for 4 cost $20. That's $5 less than last year's. Their meal includes a frozen turkey, stuffing mix, canned green beans. You know why, folks? You know why, Mark?
Yes, I do.
What in the hell?
They're cheap.
I guess. Canned green beans, canned jellied cranberry sauce. I don't think we put cranberries in, do we?
No.
Yeah, too expensive. Gravy mix. They also put in pumpkin ingredients for a pumpkin pie and the ingredients for side dishes like sweet potato casserole. They priced theirs for $47, less than they charged in 2019. Meijer, we don't have Meijer's. Do we? We don't have any Meijer's groceries anywhere here in Montana, do we?
No, Fred Meyer there. A lot of West Coast.
Yeah. They got 500 super centers in the Midwest. They jumped into it last week. They're offering a frozen turkey for 49 cents a pound and lower. $37 for their family meal of 4 to 6. Consumer perceptions of grocery prices are based usually on some of the staples like eggs and milk. It's the occasion for the second largest holiday meal for retailers behind the feasts that accompany the winter holidays. Now, see, that surprises me. I would have thought that Thanksgiving was a bigger feast day than Christmas.
I would think so, too.
Because on Christmas and on Christmas Eve, so many people on those 2 days do so many different things.
Prime rib and crab legs. And
Hell yeah. Hell, I've had lasagna on Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, I mean...
yeah, but you don't care.
Well, that's true. That's a good point.
What are we having? Okay, I don't care.
It doesn't matter. Kids picked. But I would have thought Thanksgiving meal shopping delivered $2.4 billion in sales during the week before the holiday, which is the week. This is why we do our Flakesgiving this week. We give everything out Saturday, and you got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to prep and get things ready for Thursday. Gives you 4 or 5 days. Shopping for Christmas, Hanukkah, and New Year's Day meals gift store stores $5.3 billion of sales. Well, yeah, if you include New Year's Day, too, in with that. Walmart launched their offer on October 14th. A lot of people budget conscious this year about their selections for the holidays. So Walmart in April launched Better Goods, its biggest store label food brand in 20 years in terms of the breadth of items. It appeals to younger customers who are not loyal to national brands but want chef-inspired foods that are more affordably priced. When I go into Walmart, folks, I'm not thinking chef-inspired. I'm just not. I'm just not. Maybe you are, but I'm not.
It's fun all month at the Blue Cat Bar and Grill and Roadside Events Center. This Saturday, it's Glow Bingo with DJ Dave Austin, lights, music, and big prizes. Sunday, November 24th, more bingo action along with a cozy bread bowl with homemade soup. On Monday, the 25th, it's country music trivia, and on Friday, the 29th, grab a tag off the tree to help spread joy to children in Huntley Project. Plus, don't miss prime rib Saturdays and sushi and sliders Sunday nights. Take the short drive to Huntley, the Blue Cat, just 9 miles east of the Metro Park exit.
Wells Fargo, they provide economic insights and research. They compare the cost of store brands and national brands for a typical Thanksgiving dinner. The name brand version, for instance, of cranberry sauce was actually less expensive than the store brands that team inventoried, which is interesting. Usually store brands are so much cheaper, not when it comes to cranberry. The Ag Food Institute's 10-person Thanksgiving menu includes turkey, stuffing, salad, we don't do that. Cranberries, don't do that. Dinner rolls and pumpkin pie, we don't do that. Using all brand names, according to the Ag Food Institute, would cost you $90. If you don't use name brands, it would cost you $73, according to this institute's research. That's not, of course, including beverages and other things that you need, but hell, drink water. Price for a 15-item Thanksgiving meal that includes a 10-pound turkey, according to their research, costs $65.51 this year. A 12-ounce can of jellied cranberry sauce is $2.89. That's down from where it was a year ago, but it's up 90%.
Wow.
From 2020 when Biden and Harris took over.
That's right.
A 10-pound frozen turkey averages this year $10.40. That's down 19% from a year ago, but still up from 2019. Walmart in their food bundle, Ocean Spray, jellied cranberry sauce, and green beans for you know what the hell. You know, the thing about it is they give you the green beans, but they're not throwing in a can of crap to throw in there with it, are they? See, then you got to go buy that. Nobody's going to just serve the green beans out of a can. And
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do.
do they?
Yeah.
Oh, God, those will be left over. The dog will get those. Green beans are great for dogs, by the way. So that's a good thing to give the dog, the can of green beans. Don't give them the whole can, though, or else you're going to have E. coli all over your living room. Their bundle with that, dinner rolls, frozen turkey, 10 to 16 pound. That's what ours are. They get theirs from Shady Brook Farms. They have a 5-pound bag of russet potatoes. We do 10. So anyway, the point is, folks, after you hear all this, there's 2 points. Nobody likes green bean casserole. And our whole meal for $38, pretty good.
It is.
Pretty good. We
Part
try
of
to
that-
keep costs down.
And part of that, Albertsons gives us $5,000.
To cut the cost.
Yep.
It's tax deductible.
Right.
So we're pretty competitive out there, and we don't have the stuff. We don't have the frills in there. If you want the frills, you got to remember, we're trying to help feed people whose budget is already stretched, and this would make a difference. That's what this is about. No list, no qualifying. You use your own conscience when you come up, and if it makes a difference in your budget or for your family, because you might not otherwise have a big feast if you didn't have it. That's why we do it, and have done it for 35 plus years.
Right.
So that's why we don't have the pecans in there for pecan pie, crust, cranberry sauce. You know, can you throw a Cool Whip in there too for me? No. Basics.
Yeah.
Potatoes, macaroni, rolls, turkey, stuffing.
Figuring if you need pumpkin pie, you can afford that.
Yeah, a can of corn. We put cans of corn in there. And do we put black olives in there? I think we put
so.
some black olives
and
in
some gravy mix.
Yeah, gravy mix. mix. It seems like I'm missing something. I don't think so. Because we took out the celery. People put celery in their stuffing mix and stuff, but we took that. It was just such a pain in the butt to handle, folks. It's cold. It's wet.
Yeah, we do the olives.
We do black olives.
Yep.
1 can of those, I think.
Right.
So throw it all in there. Put it all in a box. Pack it all up. Put it in the truck, make 400 to 450 deliveries, and hand the rest of them out on Saturday at 12 noon. All for $38. That's all we do everything else. You folks have to give us the money to do it. And out of the goodness of your heart, kindness, over all the course of the years, how the event has grown, the other work that our foundation does now, you've made it all possible. So far this morning, in the last 40 minutes, we're rolling. We've had 1 donation. Two. Oh, 2.
But we've also been on the air, can't answer the phone.
Yeah,
so
that's true. That's what Mark's job is. Mark's job, he cuts people slack and stuff like that. I don't. I'm kind of a hard ass. And I admit it, I get on people's cases. Hey, 1 box.
Yeah.
Did you not listen to the instructions? Well, we could do it so much faster if I carry 2. Yeah, but if you carry 2 boxes on the table, you mess up 1 box, break the sides out, and you slow everybody, all the other hundreds of other kids behind you who are listening to the rules.
And we've got, thankfully, more than enough help every year to put the boxes together. I don't need you to carry more than 1.
That's right. Look, I know Sarah is right behind you, and you're trying to show her your triceps and biceps and flyceps and everything else.
You can still get a phone number while carrying 1 box.
That's right. You still can. 1 box. That's how we do it. It's worked well over all these years. And plus, we keep our costs down because Franz Bakery out there, they donate 1,500 dozen rolls, which is nice.
Yes.
So we put those in there. And years ago, Metro Park let us move there, lower part in the carnival lot. And so that helps. Gives us a lot of wide open space and it's out of traffic, that kind of thing.
You don't have the traffic. You got basically unlimited parking. Yeah. The day we give them away on Saturday at noon, there's room for the line and all the cars from the people that are going to be there.
We'll have to get a hold of up there, make sure we get the stage risers and all that kind of stuff, some dumpsters, because we got kids that do nothing but pick up garbage. And
yeah, we and we need a group of kids just for the boxes that the turkeys come in.
Yeah, they flatten them out, put them into dumpsters and that kind of thing. So that's our big event for the week. And
again, the key, listening. We'll have people show up Saturday. Well, I need a box, and then I got to get 1 for my mom and 1 for my uncle. You didn't listen.
Yeah. Well, and we fixed that years ago because we hand out little Flakesgiving cards at the event. And when you come up to the line, you have to show us your car. We give you the card. You show us the card. We give you the meal. We got somebody there collecting the card. And those people that are in line, they love it because so many people got out of their cars and would cut in line.
Right.
Would get right in front of them. Well, you can cut in line all you want, but if you don't have a card,
that's right,
you're not getting a box. Because I know the 2 guys that hand the boxes out, and that's how the rules work. Now, I did have to make some executive decisions without Wilson here about a year or 2 ago when the person collecting the cards was getting the life story of everybody that was coming up. For God's sakes, Wilson. Oh, that's so nice. Well, how many kids do you have? And Mark, and it was delaying the process.
Once we start moving groceries, folks, the goal is to get rid of all the groceries.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? What year did you graduate? Excuse me. So we had to make some adjustments there, but we also have people who are who try to pull a fast one, and they get their car in the delivery line.
Yeah,
and they come up and they just want to get a box and then drive off. And I look at them and said, "Look, this isn't freaking Wendy's, all right?"
And we had a lot of problems with that because the year of COVID, when we had to have them stay in their cars.
That's right.
So the next year, I need a box.
Yeah, that year we had to keep them in the cars.
Right.
Well, we didn't have to, but we did. We just felt it would be better.
Right.
And we did that right by the pavilion. Remember, we were set up there.
Right.
We moved everything up there. That was a pain in the ass. That whole COVID thing, folks, was what a debacle. What a bunch of crap they pulled on America. And we are still paying the price for that. Test scores, lost revenue, work ethic, people wanting to work at home in their pajamas. It's, that have pink on them. It's just crazy. Now we really lost a lot because of that. We really did. And the guy they got in there now is going to get to the bottom of the vaccine caper, why they didn't have to tell people about side effects, what they knew about it. Fauci, a crook. Going to find out. But so... Got a lot to be thankful for, though, all in all. We still do. I'm thankful I didn't watch the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight. I guess that was a fiasco.
I heard that was terrible.
Yeah. They wouldn't even hit each other hardly, and that was more of a made-for-TV event than anything.
Yeah, and both those guys made bank doing it.
Yeah, Jake Paul won a unanimous decision over Tyson. The hits didn't match the hype of the fight. Jake Paul even stopped to pay homage and bowed to Tyson before the final bell sounded. That made everybody mad. The fight wasn't close. Boos from the crowd wanting more action were growing, and 72,000 fans filled Dallas Stadium there. 2-minute rounds. Jake Paul said, "Let's give it up for Mike" in the ring, and didn't get hardly any response from the crowd. They started filing out before the decision was even announced.
Oh, I wonder how much those tickets were.
I don't know. So anyway, that didn't pan out to be much of anything. So if we can get some help from the weather, if the snow stays away as we get to the weekend, that would be the cold weather's not a problem. We always can handle that. We always get the high school girls that'll come, and all they're in is a sweatshirt, and they pull the sleeves of their sweatshirt over their hands, and they hold their hands up by their neck because you're cold. Well, no crap. Did you have a mother or father that told you how to dress when it's cold?
I'm going to go out on a limb and guess you own gloves.
God, use your head. God gave you one. You're going to need that in the future, So, dress warmly, and if we can get some donations and things like that, well, we'll be on our way. I'm not sure what's going on in Metro this weekend. Usually when we do that, there's always something going on that weekend at the pavilion anyway that makes it about half crowded up there. So one year there was like a holiday gift show and some other stuff that was going on up there. So it's always on Cat Grizz Day. So Saturday we're usually short on some help on Saturdays, but we get the drivers.
They've got us on the schedule Friday and Saturday, and then Saturday is Family Fun Night, but that doesn't start till 5.
Oh, that's good.
For the 4-H. And then the following weekend there's a gun show.
Oh, so we're in good shape then.
Right. I remember one year Carrie Underwood tickets went on sale that Saturday when we were down there. But it's a busy place. So.
Yeah. Well, and with all the different buildings now, they usually have stuff. So, words of Larry the Cable Guy, get her done.
Okay. First news coming up, 6:12.
The Breakfast Flakes podcast brought to you by the Blue Cat Bar and Grill. Next to the Roadside Events Center in Huntley. The Blue Cat. It's where it's at.